presentation, how many audience currently available on that social media that relates to my audience niche. So you boleh jawab lah, about 1.6 million based on average research that I found. I just picked this price. Rather than you come and tell later, we don't know how many audience are there that we can possibly target. So when with these figures, you can do some estimation. So that is one. And then what you do is you can do bid for clicks here. And then you can see that
what does the bid for click does?
Okay, bid for clicks means I qualify my audience. So the qualified audience that I filter based on the target just now, I will click on it. So the prospect list is more targeted based on Facebook definition. If you go for bid for impression, meaning I go to the star promised me 1 million views purchase, then I buy the 1 million eyeballs to see. So that 1 million you don't know who is that. So it depends on your strategy whether you are going for big visibility reach first, or you want qualified audience to come to you first. So for first starters, normally my recommendation go for qualified audience first. You test whether is it a correct audience to start with. Like your actual customer just now, you may filter different segment, right? You know which segment comes more regularly than the others, then you have to test with this. Okay, and let's say if I choose here, this is another criteria you look is suggested bid. Okay, suggested bid meaning in advertising, we are doing to get one customer to click, cost us 20 cents US dollar maximum. So your value in RM means is the customer click one time is 60 cents lah. So if customer is a small kid who click 3 times, then they'll pay you 180 lah. You know when the small kids they will click a lot of advertisements same time. So that depends on how you profile the audience lah. But you know that every, let's say on estimation, any one of you have calculator on hand. You want to know total price of reach out to the people 1.6 million. You times with the 20 cents US dollar lah. Then you know cost per customer is how much on rough average. Okay, because the social media execution all will comes in, but this is just a general rough figure eyeball that we can get. Rather than you throw newspaper and says, I buy 100,000, I promise you reach about 20,000 people, right? But they won't tell you, is this 20,000 people are qualified or just a mass market in general? Because they will mention a lot of where the reach is and all that. Sometimes you need to double check with the here and see, is it more cheaper to advertise on Facebook or is it more expensive? So kalau macam I want to go higher, no problem, they can let you, but we just want to know in our exercise purpose, how much does each of these prospects cost you? So if you get the targeted audience correctly, then the cost will be go lower as it goes along. The cost per acquisition tax, it should be lower. Too high pun, then I show you the difference. Let's say if you're targeting international audience, let's say you want to build mass market, say that from ni semua tak mau suddenly my hospital decide to go premium lah. I want to target Middle East ke apa, the country that which one? South Africa. So South Africa, you see, lesser than this one. The size is very small already. And then the cost of audience is 32 US dollars. Yeah. So if you, let's say your campaign now, you want to find out whether is it a good market for you to tap in, right? You look at this figure, 1,000 times 32 cents, it's like, it's maybe just a very small audience size that you can tap on it, which is not so helpful if you're planning a long-term strategy. That is how we evaluate. Before we start campaign launch, we just do a rough understanding. This is the situation. Okay, so for today's purpose, I won't be too deep inside because this one audience section, we do run it in detail there. Okay, but we do audience breakdown. It's based on this. And then you all have, I'll show you what is this one. Because Follow.net is a free tool you can use, not charged. You can use it to analyze the performance of sites also. So let's say I briefly explain this. Is to actually identify the pattern of people that we just talked about just now. So the people that likes what page, where they live, and then which page is related to your audience category. Like if you define mid-range audience, then you find it like, where does the mid-range audience goes? Bargain sites ke, cheap site ke, apa ke. This is where you have to ask your customer when you come in, check in, registration, what is your interest around area, like do you drink ni apa banyak? Because Malaysians, we are social people, so we'll just do where they hang around actually will give us a better information. Okay, so this is the more in-depth one which I don't cover so much, but when I do the profiling, the real audience size is will be scratched from here. Okay, and then you go to coupon. So when you install this tool, this is the Follow.net that we use. And then if you have a Google Chrome on your browser, you can use the Chrome and then find Google the Follow.net, then you install it. It's a plugin. So I just show you a bit how it looks like.
So Follow.net is a plugin, that you say?
Yeah, it's just like like simple WordPress or simple any details, like I just install something and it's an install cookie on your computer.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it does. So every time when you open this Follow, you cannot browse other details, otherwise you have to keep on reopening it. Okay. Got my password. Okay. Just give me a minute, then I see it. So someone will ask me what I will see later in using this tool Follow.net, right? It's actually will tell you the demographic of the audience that goes to your competitor site. Okay, because you want to validate the customer age and all that issues that you mentioned just now, are they the same as your competitor? So just bear with me for a while.